It's time for football, and that means we're talking sports. Horse racing, greyhound racing, and sports betting with your host, Kip Keefer. Don't just watch the action. Get out to Birmingham Greyhound Racing and put a bet on it. Here are today's tips and strategies to help you get in the winning game. Now here's Kip Keefer.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to our first edition as the pregame program leading into, it's actually true, folks, it's opening day. There's been a few games the last couple of days, but let's face it, it's opening day.
Yes, baby.
For college football, baby. It is time to tee it up, to kick it off, and get a fantastic season started. I'm Kip Keefer. This is the legend. This is the place. If you're here with us, you are where it's at, because in the next 30 minutes, we're going to get you so fired up and so ready for football and give you great information. You can even let's just say go to the line that passes out the green.
That's right, Kip. That's what the show's all about, making you money so you can pay that power bill, that electric bill, that woman that you know you owe that money to. That's what this show's about, baby. Football's great. Winning money on it's even better.
We're brought to you by Birmingham Greyhound Racing. Gates are open at the track. It is an outstanding atmosphere there today. Auburn's over in Atlanta, Alabama's down in Orlando, and the place to be, if you're not in one of those stadiums, is Birmingham Greyhound Racing. The giant screen, drive-in size, TVs in HD, and all of the excitement of the sports contest. Not only watch the game, come on out and get in the game. Birmingham Greyhound Racing is the place to be.
Yeah, you can go out there, you can get down on the Alabama game, get down on the Auburn game. If you can pick better than the legend, you know you can. Get out there, it's the place to be. If you're a player, the Birmingham Racecourse in Birmingham, Alabama this weekend.
Well, we're delighted to be here. This is very exciting to be on 3340. What a huge day here on the channel, as later on, just as a complete amazing development, Auburn and Alabama are both on ABC 3340 today for their openers, and that's something that rarely happens on any network.
Yes. You got Kip and the legend now, Ohio State at 11 o'clock, Auburn at 2:30, Alabama at 7. It's presents under the Christmas tree, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we waited on this day forever.
Well, everybody's tuned in because we are the only local pregame show, and we're going to talk, of course, Auburn and Alabama.
Of course, Auburn, Alabama.
2:30 today, right here on ABC 3340. The Tigers open with the Washington Huskies. This is the game of the day.
The game of the day,
and
Kip.
it is going to be really something to see. It's in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We've been talking for weeks here on the show. It's unbelievable. This is Auburn's third trip in a row to Atlanta. The first two have not gone well. What's your expectations today as we are? It's no more of this looking ahead. It's game day.
It's game day, baby. You got to strap it on, put the pads on, get in the dirt, and get nasty. And this is a game already in week one, ladies and gentlemen, with national championship implication. This is a game that Washington cannot afford to lose. They lose this game, they are basically out of the playoffs regardless of what they do the rest of the season. It's a game that will judge greatly on Auburn towards the end of the year. If they're still in the picture, it is already a playoff game, Kip, in week one.
And we had Case Kiefer on the show last week who told us that in his ratings, Washington, one of the 3 or 4 best teams in the country. So what a challenge for the Tigers, who later in the season have to go to Mississippi State, have to go to Athens and play Georgia, and have to be in T-Town for the Iron Bowl against the Tide. Brutal schedule. The Tigers can't afford to let this one slip away.
They can't afford to let this. This is a game, Auburn Tiger fans, you should be excited about. You have a dominant defense. You got great special teams, and you got perhaps the best quarterback in the SEC in Jarrett Stidham. But you do have holes at running back in the offensive line. You must ask yourself, are we going to go for another 9-win season? Can we do that? Another 10-win season? Do we want to be like Alabama? You need this game. It is a big one for you.
Let's set up the Alabama-Louisville game later on tonight here on ABC 3340 down in Orlando. You've been very confident in the Tide. The line has actually slipped back a little bit. Some folks are starting to look at some of that offensive talent for Louisville, down around 25 points. Still a lot of points to give. What do you think?
Well, here's the thing. Go on and get that car note paid. Go on and, put you some money back for that vacation that you've been planning, because Alabama will cover these 25. Alabama offensively will be the most dominant unit that they have ever had at the capstone. I'm talking about bigger than Sean Alexander days, bigger than the Johnny Musso, the wishbone days, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about this will be the best offense in Alabama history. They will put up at least 52 in this game. While Louisville may have some success in the air, I don't see beyond 14 or 17 points. Alabama 51-17 here. Take the minus 25 and get paid.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and agree with the legend. This is one of the toughest games of the day for me. In the Atlanta game, I got to go with the Huskies. Sorry, Auburn fans. I just think this is a major challenge, and I think they're going to grind out a close victory with the senior leadership at quarterback and running back. We got to go to a break, and when we come back, we're going to have a special guest here on the show, a big-timer to kick us off on the season. You're going to love it. Legends man Danny Sheridan joins us right after this.